All Arkansas, all sports. It's more sports.
All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes. More glad you're with us. Arkansas knocks off Memphis 99-75 in the second exhibition game of the season. Arkansas, impressive once again. I mean, they get off to a slow start and trailed by Memphis, but just kept fighting back, clawing back. And, here's what I come away with this. Hey, we know Arkansas's got a good team. They are. They've got guards. They've got size. They got length. Are they perfect? No. But it's just a second exhibition game, and there's a lot of growing to be done. But as of right now, what I see is they're so much deeper than last year. I think they wore Memphis down tonight. I think, I'm sure as the season goes along, Memphis will get into a better shape and a better playing shape. But tonight, it looked like after Arkansas survived that flurry from Memphis early in this game, that they just started wearing Memphis down. And by the end of the game, Memphis was nothing like they started the game. I mean, Memphis was getting after Arkansas. I mean, Memphis looked like Arkansas looked against Cincinnati. They were getting after them defensively. It was hard for Arkansas to get into an offense. Arkansas got stagnant. There was a lot of one-on-one ball where there was no passing. There was no offense. It was just get the ball, make a move, and take a shot, and usually a jump shot, and they were missing those shots. But Arkansas survived Memphis's initial attack. And I thought Billy Richmond and Malik Thomas, when they came in off the bench, it just changed the entire game. Billy Richmond does what Billy Richmond does. He brings energy to the team, and he turned the game around. And then Malik Thomas starts hitting the threes, knocking down the threes, and all of a sudden you just see the life come back into Arkansas. And then the second half, what I really noticed was Arkansas's defense took over. Arkansas's defense in the second half looked like the defense they had against Cincinnati, where it was tough for Memphis to do anything. Arkansas just went on run after run. There was an 11-0 run. Billy Richmond had two blocks. Have y'all seen the picture? Arkansas Razorbacks.com tweeted it out, the basketball account. Billy Richmond's head is about that far below the rim. And his arm, the top of his hand, is above the square. It was an incredible block from Billy Richmond. But he got them going. Thomas had a couple of big plays in that 11-0 run. It ended up turning into an 18-2 run, and they just put it away. They went, how about the difference in this game? The runs in this game. Arkansas had a 22-6 run to end the second half, really to take the lead right before the end of the half. Memphis went on a 5-0 run to take the lead at the half, but Arkansas before that was on a 22-6 run to come all the way from down. Their largest deficit tonight was 15, and they ended up winning by, is this right, 99 cents? Yeah, they ended up winning by 24. That is a 39-point change. Goodness gracious. But that's the depth of this team. When you could just see it. When I'm watching this game, I see Cal goes to the bench and brings in like three guys, and they're fresh guards. And the other guys are worn out. They give them everything they got for a spurt of 5-6 minutes. And then you look at the Memphis players, and they're dragging. They could not keep up that same pace that they had to start the game. And Penny Hardaway even said it during his, on-court interview, that early in the game, he just kept riding his starters because they were rolling and everything was going good, but it wore them out. Then when he went to the bench, that's when Arkansas made their run, and then Arkansas just keeps substituting, staying fresh all throughout the night. Really, really impressive. Hey, you can always get involved in the show. Roger, let's see here what Roger has to say. You can hit me up, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, however you're watching. Leave a comment, and we'll talk about this game tonight. Roger says, hello, Wes, great exhibition game. Yeah, I agree. Today on the Buzz, I said this. I was so excited that they were playing tonight. It was one of those feelings you wake up and go, hey, it's Monday. They got an exhibition. And I know it's only an exhibition game, but this team is fun to watch. I had a dunk counter over here. They had 11 dunks in their first exhibition game against Cincinnati. I got them for 8. I may have missed one or two. And then at the end of the game, the dunks are coming left and right. They're going to be a fun team to watch. They play defense. They got the guard play. Darius Acuff, not a great game, not a bad game. Let's take a look at the stats. I'll pull those up from you, the official stat broadcast, and take a look at some of the totals for tonight. Here it is. I'll share that with you, and you can take a look at the final box score totals. Pull it up so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, you got it. All right. So leading scorer, Malik Thomas, obviously. Man, they got what a pretty stroke. 9 of 15 from the floor, 3 of 7 from the three-point line. And one of those misses was a heat check, deep three. Another one looked good all the way and just rattled out. Guy's a shooter. Here's an issue. They got to shoot free throws. They got to do a better job. Just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Look, hey, kudos to Malik Ewing. He goes 7 for 7 from the line. But then look at some of the other totals. Billy Richmond, come on. You got to make your free throws. 3 of 6. Malik Thomas, you're a shooter. You're a great shooter. You can't go 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Carter Knox missed a couple. DJ Wagner missed 1. Trevor missed 1. Darius Acuff, 5 of 6. Okay, that's good. But 25 of 37, you're leaving. You left. I'm not saying you got to go 37 for 37, but, it's got to be around 30 for 37. Get up into that 70%. They did better in the second half. 68%. First half was not good. But that was a sore spot with me for the Cincinnati game, missing too many free throws. They're getting to the free throw line. That is awesome. You go to the free throw line. And can we talk about – look, it was a little chippy, and Memphis was playing defense. Arkansas was playing defense. Man, it just seemed like a lot of fouls were called in this game. It was a long game. 25 fouls called on Arkansas. You had Pringle foul out. Man, he had some tough luck fouls. There were a couple. I'm like, why is Pringle getting called for that? How do you decide out of that scrum you give it to Pringle? In the last foul, he was trying not to foul. The guy jumped into him. Good play. I mean, it was a foul, but 25 fouls tonight against Arkansas. Turnovers started out rough. They turned the ball over a lot in that first half. I remember tweeting it out. They had 5 turnovers like the first 5 minutes of the game. They only had 4 turnovers in the first half against Cincinnati. They did much better. Second half, look at that total. 6 turnovers in the second half, 14 for the game, 8 steals. Steals were leading to easy points. Oh, look, they got a dunk meter over there. 8 of 9 on dunk. Oh, that's right. Brazil missed that one windmill dunk. So I had it right. They had 8 dunks tonight. Layup, fast break points. Well, I was looking at that transition. There you go. Set points off turnovers. 20 points Arkansas had off of 13 turnovers from Memphis. Did a fantastic job on defense, turning those into points. Let's go down the scoring list. There you go. Malik Thomas, 23 points, 9 of 15, 3 of 7, 2 of 4, 7 rebounds. He's a big guard that rebounds. 4 assists, 4 steals. I mean, Malik Thomas did a little bit of everything tonight. Played a heck of a game. Darius Acuff finished strong, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, no turnovers. You see that? No turnovers for Darius Acuff. Primary ball handler, 25 minutes, no turnovers. Carter Knox finished strong, got off to a slow start. That was good for his confidence to finish like he did. 10 points, 7 rebounds. Did have 4 turnovers. Blocked a shot, had a steal. Malik Ewing, man, I like that guy. He just finds, look, he had 15 points, and I think they ran like 2 plays for him, where they threw it into him down low. He just finds a way to get to the free throw line. Got to get some defensive rebounds, though, from him. 0 defensive rebounds tonight. 4 offensive, that's great. He needs to have 6 defensive rebounds and have 10 total. He should have had a double-double tonight. He's too big. Got to get more defensive rebounds from him. Billy Richmond, man, spark plug, 13 points, 3 rebounds from him. Still getting over being hoarse. They did a good job of rebounding the ball tonight. The team did. The guards did. Had only a couple turnovers, 1 steal. I thought he had more steals than that, those 2 big block shots. There's Pringle's numbers, Carter Knox, Trevor Brazil. Quiet night until the very end for him. But he ends up with 8 and 7. We'll take that, right? 8 points, 7 rebounds for a ho-hum game, 3 block shots. Pretty good right there. I like those total numbers right there. Not a whole lot to complain about. All right, let's read some more of your comments. I thought I stopped that. Let me stop sharing. Come back to you. See what Cody has to say. Cody says at least one of our Arkansas teams knows how to play in the second half. Woo pig. Yeah, that was a good finish, wasn't it, Cody? Not a good start, but I guess it's how you finish. And we saw that Saturday and today. Bad start for Arkansas, slow start. Come back, get it almost tied at the half. In the second half, it was all Arkansas in this game. I mean, they ran away with it. Let's see here. Al Shadow, my arm is sore from the dunks. They hurt your hands after a while. In Brazil, as hard as he dunks it, and he's coming down, I mean, he must have some great calluses on his hand from dunking so much. He really will tear it down. How about the Flyers on this team? We talked about Billy Richmond, how high he got up. Brazil was soaring on that baseline dunk. They got some dudes. They got some athletes. Malik Thomas, when he was just driving through the paint, kind of cut to the hole. I thought he was going to do another floater, and all of a sudden he goes up and dunks it there late in the game. That guy 6'5" can go ahead and get up. Does he remind you a little bit of Isaiah Joe a little bit? Just that shot, just that flick. It's a different shot, but it's the wrist pop maybe. There's just, and I'm sure, thin, 6'5". He's got a little Isaiah Joe in him. Man, that dude. How about the first two games? Malik Thomas. I thought the first game I said it, and since against Cincinnati, I thought he was looking just to score every time he got it. He wasn't thinking about passing. He had one thing on his mind, and that was to score. And that's fine, but teams are going to start to know that, and they're going to play off of you. I'm looking at his assists. 4 assists tonight. That's great. That's good to see. I was worried that Malik was too focused on, trying to score and not focused enough on seeing what's open for his teammates and giving them some open looks whenever he's driving to the basket. But that was a good outing from him. I mean, you got to say the exhibition is a huge success for Arkansas. To get the big win over Cincinnati at home, then go on the road, neutral site. Man, there were a lot of Razorback fans there. I can't wait to hear from Coach Z. Will join us on the Buzz tomorrow afternoon at 2:10 just to hear what the environment was like. But, man, this was, I keep saying it. I said it over and over today on the radio and last Friday night that it's an exhibition. I'm not going to get too excited. There's a long way to go. But, man, they do look good. This team looks good. The athleticism. I just feel like they have a little bit of everything. And I think Nick Pringle adds a lot to the team that we didn't get to see it tonight. He's another high flyer that can finish above the rim, gets rebounds, plays defense, and just didn't have a great game tonight. Foul trouble, got him out of whack and didn't play a whole lot in the first half. And then when he got in the second half, he picked up his 4th foul. And they said at the game, right, that was his 5th. And he came back in. And I was looking on the official stats, and I was like, no, that's only 4 rebounds. But they did that double horn. They blew the horn twice. Like, that's 5. You got to get him out of there. And I saw Calipari going over to the scores table saying, that's 4. That's 4. And I guess he was right. I know he was right because he went back in the game later on just to get get his 5th foul a little bit later. Oh, all right. Let's see. We got some more comments. That's a double post from Cody. Al Shadow says, thanks, Joe, for the ticker. Oh, heck yeah. Corky's Ribs and Barbecue. Got to thank Joe Klein and the guys over there. Great food. Not just ribs and barbecue. They got catfish. They got chicken sandwiches. I mean, everything. Everything is good. Joe will bring food by the station from time to time, and he's never brought a bad thing. Highly suggest Corky's. Appreciate them for being a part of the show. All right, anybody else? I think we're good. If you got comments, send them on your way. Let me look at my notes. Anything else that I wanted to address? Yeah, opening up, it was rebounding and turnovers. That's why Arkansas dug the hole. They were getting out-rebounded. Memphis was hitting the glass, getting offensive rebounds, getting some putbacks, and then the turnovers. Arkansas had 5 turnovers early, and that was leading to a lot of the issues early in the game. But once they cleaned that up, I got to say, I'm sure that the emphasis was on the guards helping out with the bigs to rebound. That the guards started rebounding, had some impressive totals for the guards. And then Malik Thomas, man, he came in, hit those threes, and just kind of seemed to change the game. He and Billy Richmond, that combination. Isn't that a great combination off the bench? I hope he keeps that. I really do. Malik Thomas, instant scorer. You want somebody in that second unit that can score. We know he can score. And then Billy Richmond brings the energy. I love that. And then you either start Ewan or Pringle, and then you're rotating those guys in and out and giving everybody a blow so that, nobody played. Let's go back to it. Now let's look at the minutes played tonight. I don't think anyone played like a crazy amount of minutes tonight. It was pretty even. Let's see here. Acuff, 25 minutes. Trevin Brazil, 32. Knox, 27. DJ Wagner, 28. Pringle, only 11 because of foul trouble. So that meant Ewan played a little bit more, 25 minutes. And Malik Thomas, 32 minutes. Might as well be a starter, right? Technically, you're just not in the starting lineup, but you're on the court for most of the game. Like 4 minutes in the first half, the first 4 minutes of the game, first 4 minutes of the second half, and then he's in the rest of the game, basically. Billy Richmond played 20. Had to leave the game when he fell awkwardly. It was good to see him come back in there. But, yeah, that's my point. If Pringle's not in foul trouble, you're probably giving Brazil a little bit more rest from time to time. And Ewan's not playing, 25 minutes. So that's a pretty good look right there of, keeping guys fresh, not only during the game, but during the season. Because, it's a long grind. And you want to keep guys as fresh as possible. And, man, it looks with this lineup, they're going to be able to do that. So I like what he's doing right now. More comments coming in. Chuck says, keep up the good work. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Chuck. I appreciate you watching. Hey, when I'm thinking about it, when you're while y'all are here on Facebook, Twitter, go to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, be sure to hit the like button, the thumbs up button, and subscribe. That helps the show grow. It's a brand new show, and that's what I'm trying to do is get it growing. And the more you do that, the better it'll help. It helps the YouTube algorithms and analytics realize that Arkansas fans watch this show, so they place it to Razorback fans and put it on, on their sidebar, and it just makes it easier to find. But if you subscribe, then it's very easy to find the show. See here, Dale says, took it down. We stay healthy. I like our chances of a Final Four run. Okay, Dale, let's pull back the reins a little bit. They hadn't started the season. And look, I thought I saw some negative comments about the announcers. I thought they were fine, but he made a great point. Look, you can have a better team this year. You can have a better SEC record. You could go win the SEC and not make it to the Sweet 16. It's hard to do. And just because they did it last year doesn't mean they're going to do it again this year. But, man, I do. I'm with you, Dale. I like this team a lot. But it takes one just terrible game in the NCAA tournament, and you're done. Steven says, Memphis has a good team, but Penny runs them too much in the first half. I agree. I thought they got tired. I think Arkansas and the depth wore Memphis down, and Arkansas was the much fresher team in the second half. And at the end of the game, you saw it when Arkansas just pulled away, and it was like a 10, 12-point lead. And you look up, they won by 24. I think Memphis was just probably dead tired at the end of the game. And that's where you're going to see that depth pay off. Got to stay healthy. Don't want any key injuries, of course, but I like this build-up or the build-up of the team, and think they have a solid shot of having a very good SEC season. And we'll see what happens in the tournament. Trip, hey, what's up, Trip? Loudest hog call I've heard in person outside of the state line. So Trip was at the game tonight. That's cool. Can't wait to talk to you about it, man. It was on TV, an electric environment, and in no way did that feel like an exhibition game. That felt like a tournament game. That felt like a Sweet 16 type game, or the second round game to get to the Sweet 16. I don't know how good Memphis is going to be. I like some of their players. They had size. They had some big dudes. That little guard's quick. Didn't shoot the ball extremely well from the outside. They struggled in the first half with the three-pointer, missed a lot of open looks. But I'm sure they're going to have a lot of success in their conference, and I suspect there'll be an NCAA tournament team. And you think that 15 new guys? I mean, that's incredible. I read a story out of Tennessee today talking about Memphis in the preview and how there's nobody returning. It was 15 new guys, bunch of transfers, one freshman. I don't even know if that freshman played tonight, but you got to think Memphis is only going to get better as they, learn each other and learn how to play each other. So I think that's a solid victory. Let's see what Al Shadow says. Al Shadow says, I bet $10 to win the national championship. That pays 270. So 27-1 odds or 26-1 odds right now. Okay. Probably should jump on that right now. I mean, it's worth a little Wendy's lunch. Skip Wendy's one day and put $10 on Arkansas to win the national championship. I got to look at the SEC odds. Calipari, Kentucky, he likes winning the SEC. I mean, he puts, some coaches, everybody's wanting to win, but some coaches are tinkering, doing things, and the priority may not be winning a league title, but I think Calipari makes it a priority. I think he would like to win an SEC title at Arkansas, maybe even this year. So I want to see the odds of what it will be for Arkansas to win the SEC. Now, I'm sure it's not 26-1 or anything like that, but I bet you can get 10-1 to win the SEC, maybe more. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. All right, here's another one. Y'all keep the comments coming. Steven says, I would bet Memphis will beat Auburn. I haven't seen Auburn yet, so I don't know. I'm not going to argue with you, Steven. You might be right. I have not seen any other SEC teams in action yet. I mean, once we get the season started, I'll be checking out the top teams for sure. I did hear Joe Klein was with us on the show one day, and he went to Tennessee's practice before the Arkansas-Tennessee football game, and he said Tennessee's legit. He said, man, they got some dudes. They're physical. They're big. If there's one thing Arkansas needs, that enforcer, that big dude, and Ewan and Pringle are going to have to do that. But they're going to run up against some guys that, are stout. And they're going to have to, they had a couple issues tonight with rebounding and up underneath the basket with some of the Memphis guys. But Memphis looked similar to an SEC team. They're physical. They're strong. They looked older and mature. All right. Let me go back to my notes, see if there's anything else before we wrap this thing up. Arkansas run second half. Billy Richmond was awesome. Brazil finished off an 18-2 run with an offensive rebound and a putback. And Brazil just gives them a little something different from that 4 spot. The athleticism, he can take it out and shoot it. I don't think he made a 3 tonight, did he? Let me look at the stats again. Nope, he did not. Acuff didn't make a 3. He was 0 for 4. Trevor missed his only 3. Knox missed his only 3. DJ hit that late 3. Malik Thomas, 3 of 7. And Billy Richmond. How about that? Billy Richmond, 2 of 3. And it's well chronicled. He made 2 3-pointers all last year. Of course, this game doesn't count in the stats, but it's good to see that Billy's feet set, wide open. He's not a liability out there. You have to guard him. And there were times last year they would just sink way off of him, play help defense, get in the passing lanes. It just clutters things up when you have someone you're daring to shoot. It just makes the offense that much more difficult to run. Now, all of a sudden, if he can continue to show that he can knock down a wide open 3, they got to come out. They're not sinking down, just leaving him wide open. It opens up things, opens up the passing lanes, opens up the driving lanes. That's huge for Arkansas. Billy Richmond can continue to show he can knock down the 3 and can be a weapon from the outside. I don't know about y'all, but I can't wait for next Monday night and get the season started. And then Michigan State. I mean, the schedule this year is awesome. I mean, the games that we'll get to watch, look, they're going to get beat. They're going to lose some games. It's a very tough schedule. SEC is a gauntlet again. We've talked about it so much. They're going to play all 8 of the Elite 8 teams from last year. There are going to be nights where we're going to be frustrated, but there are going to be other nights. There will be a lot more positive nights than, look at you, Al Shadow. He's already did the homework for me and went and looked it up. Hogs plus 550 to win the SEC on BetUS. Okay, so 5.5 to 1 odds, $10, win you $65. Okay, it's not bad. That's about what I said, then. That's what I said. 10 to 1, probably 10 to 1, maybe a little bit more. Maybe I do know what I'm talking about sometimes. All right, that's good. That was a lot of fun. Fun game to watch. We'll talk more about it tomorrow night or tomorrow on the Buzz, and we'll be back out here tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got the high school team of the week, and we'll be talking Razorbacks football and probably some basketball too. So be sure to join us back here tomorrow night for more sports. Thank you for joining us. It was a good night.
All Arkansas, all sports. It's more sports.